All right, so we're going to get started in the second topic video with 3 examples that are going to help us to understand how roots and powers are related. So we have 3 different examples. We have the square root of x squared, we have the cube root of x cubed, and we have the 4th root of x to the 4th. And basically, I just want to define what these values mean in a couple different ways and ultimately show what they simplify down to, because they all simplify down to something very basic, which you may or may not already see where I'm going. But pay attention. Don't give up on the video yet, because I want you to think about this from a couple different angles. When we use mathematical operations like addition and subtraction, or multiplication and division, we tend to pair those operations together, addition, subtraction, because they undo each other. If I add 2, I can subtract 2, and it brings me back to 0. Or if I multiply by 2, I could divide by 2, and it brings me back to where I started. So multiplication and division are inverse operations from each other. Addition and subtractions are inverse operations. And as it turns out, roots and powers are also inverse operations. So as we've already covered a little bit in class, particularly with taking like squares, because we've talked about parabolas and all kinds of things related to squared powers. You may recall that a square and a square root are inverse operations. Basically, they undo each other. The same thing happens a cube and a cube root, and the same thing for a 4th power and a 4th root. But let's find out why. Why does it work? Think about, first of all, what the definition of a square is for this first example. Well, a square means that we take whatever's inside and we multiply it by itself. In this case, we have square root of x, and we do it twice. So we have, this is the square root of x times the square root of x. That's how I could rewrite this first expression. On the other hand, the second expression, I could rewrite the cube root of x cubed. Here it means that I need to take that information on the inside, which here is cube root of x, and I need to have 3 of those factors. So it would be the cube root of x times the cube root of x times the cube root of x. And then lastly, I have a 4th power. So that means I take the material inside.
I want to tell you something.
Oh, hi, Daniel.
I want to come show you something upstairs.
Oh, you do? Well, let me finish this video. Would you like to watch the rest of it? And then you can take me upstairs?
I should make a video of you.
Oh, okay. Well, stay here with me for a minute. We're going to record the picture I'm drawing on the screen. All right. So last but not least, we have the 4th root to the 4th power. So it means I take what's inside and I multiply it by itself 4 times. 4th root of x times the 4th root of x times the 4th root of x times the 4th root of x.
Wow, Mommy.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's use the rules of multiplication and simplify it to just one radical. So instead of having 2 of these, this really is the same thing as having 2 x's under the same root. The second example is really the same as having 3 x's under the same root. And the 4th example is like having 4 x's under the same root.
That's cool, Mommy.
It's pretty cool. I bet the students think it's pretty cool too. All right. Let's try to simplify them with a different color. We'll go back to blue here. So I said at the beginning, what is the square root of x when I square it? Well, this expression is really the same as just having 2 x's under the same root. And we know that if we have doubles, one gets out, the other does not. And the answer is just x.
Let's go to it now.
We're almost done. Here, we're almost done.
Till we're all done with blue, then we can do it?
Yes, when I'm all done with the blue pen, we can go. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Do you think they're ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Cube root of x cubed. When we simplified this, it gave us 3 x's under a cube root. We know the rule about roots is that if I have triple, one gets out, the other 2 do not. So again, the answer is x. And then same pattern, 4th root of x to the 4th power is really the 4th root of 4 x's underneath. And those 4 x's allow 1 to get out and the 3 others do not. So in all of these situations, a square and a square root basically undo each other and we just get an answer of x. A cube root and a cubed power undo each other and we get a power of x. And a 4th root and a 4th power undo each other and we get just x. And that's it, Daniel. For topic 2.
Yeah, for topic 2. No, when?
Can you say now we're all done?
Yeah.
Well, you say it.
We're all done. We're live blue.